everybody, it's Sue from Get Fit with Sue and Easy Fit in 10, your online resource for 10-minute fit breaks. All right, here we go. Today is a 10-minute mobility fit break. What we're gonna do is work on getting a little movement up in the thoracic spine, a little bit of movement into our hips, and movement into the lower back. All right, so what we need for today, our band anchored somewhere where it's gonna stay pretty stuck in place, I guess. And then I've got a chair to help me out with some of those mobility exercises. And that's about it, except for I do have my sticky socks on, which I really like to wear when I'm doing any kind of strength workouts or mobility workouts. Okay, so we're gonna start off taking our feet about one leg length distance apart, nice wide stance. Deep breath in, reaching up. And then as we exhale, flat back hinge from the hips. Hands come to your thighs. Now roll through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Then a nice big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Let's do that 3 times. And we are just simply bringing movement into our bodies and starting to raise our body temperature up and increase our circulation. Nothing fancy. And shoulders up, back, and down. Now I'm gonna scoot on over to my chair and use my chair to help me out with some standing cat stretches. Feet are staying nice and wide apart. As I inhale, reaching my chest forward, tilting my tailbone up to the sky. And then exhale, rounding my back. Inhale, tailbone tilts up, chest lifts. Exhale, tailbone pulls down, head drops. Let's do 3 more. And I'm using my abdominals to pull my abs in and to move my spine. One more time. Round and reach. Bring your hands to your thighs. Come back up. We're going to take our legs into a wide stance, just like we did in the beginning. Hands are going to come to our hearts. I'm going to do a plie sumo squat. So it basically has 2 names. Knees are reaching out to that spot, kind of right in between my 2nd and 3rd toe. So this is a little bit different than a fitness squat. It's still fitnessy. We're going for a little stretch through those inner thighs. Let your hips sit back just far enough where you can feel your glutes start to fire. 2 more. And then we'll bring our feet back in, reaching my arms right in front of my chest. Now as I inhale, I'm opening my arms, lifting my chest up, and then exhale, I'm rounding my upper back. Inhale, open, lift, exhale, round. We're doing 10, and I'm moving from that spot right between my shoulder blades, kind of my bra strap area, and I'm trying to take that movement all the way up into my neck. So I'm looking up just slightly, and then I'm nodding my chin down. Feeling a stretch in my biceps, in my chest, and the front of my shoulders. 2 more. And as I reach my arms forward, I'm just spreading my shoulder blades apart a little bit. And then let your arms come right down to the side. We're gonna go back to our chair. Hands on the chair. I'm gonna take my leg back and then lift it up. And it's that cat stretch again, except it's on one leg. Breath in. As I exhale, pulling my knee towards my nose. And then inhale, stretching back. We're rounding. And then coming back to neutral spine. So when we round our backs, that's a flexed lower back. Flexion. 1 more time. Round and reach. I'm going to switch sides. Take that other leg, reach it back. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, rounding my back. Inhale, coming back to neutral. So on this one, I'm not really going into that arched back. More of just that natural curve. Nice big exhale to round that back and activate the abdominals. 1 more time. Place your foot down, hands on your thighs, roll up through that spine. We're going to take our legs back into that wide leg sumo squat position and do 10 squats. Inhaling down, exhaling as I come up. And I'm going to feel some work in the top of my thighs, my quadriceps. Keep reaching your knees right out to that spot between the second and third toe. Hips sit back just a bit. And I want you to imagine that there is a big tall flower behind you. And you're going to grab that flower right between your cheeks and pull it out of the ground. So squeeze those sit bones together. 2 more times. Okay, we're going to step our feet back together, or almost together, hip distance apart. This time, hands go behind our heads. We inhale, open up the chest. Then exhale and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And we're trying to get that movement in the thoracic spine, that spot that goes just from the base of our neck, a little bit lower, all the way down to through our rib cage. So as we open the elbows and reach them back, try and find that spot where you get a little bit of a stretch. Let your head reach back into your fingertips. 2 more. Take a big inhale and then big exhale. Once more. Come back to neutral. Let your arms release down to your side. We're going to go back to our chair. We're going to do a standing thread the needle. So hands are going to come on our chair and find that neutral spine again. So I'm not rounded and I'm not arched. I'm right in between. Take your hand, reach it down towards the floor, and then on your inhale, reach up, turn your chest to the side, and then exhale. Bring that arm behind the other arm. Inhale and exhale. Hips are staying still. And I'm just trying to get a little bit of movement right at my waist. Once more. Place your hand back on the chair. We're going to take that other arm. Inhale, chest turns to the side. Exhale and round. Now on this side, I can feel my hips wanting to rotate too. So I have to think about anchoring that opposite foot into the ground a little more and pull my hip back in the opposite direction. One more time. Bring your hands to your thighs and roll up through your spine. All right, we're going to take it over to our band now. And we're going into an alternating row. So I'm going to start with my thumbs up, and I'm far enough away that I've got a little bit of tension in the bands. I'm settling my shoulders down my back. Breath in, prepare. Exhale, elbow pulls in towards your side. Inhale, back to the start. Exhale, other side. Inhale, start. We're just doing 10 total. We're not going crazy. So we're not really using this as a strength exercise today. It's more of just getting movement and circulation, blood flow into that middle back area. 4 more. But again, I'm trying to keep my hips still, and that rotation is happening at my waist. All right, we're going to let that band drop. Now I'm going to take it into a little bit of hip mobility. You can use your chair for balance. I'm going to put my hands right in front of my heart, pop my left heel up, breath in, prepare, exhale, lift that left leg, inhale, lower, and I'm pulling that right hip under my right shoulder, and I'm activating that right glute. 2 more. And switching sides, pop that right heel up, and exhaling to lift. And being conscious of that standing hip staying under the shoulder and not pushing out to the side. I've got to think about this glute, and I'm pulling my sit bone and my glutes down towards the floor. I was talking too much. I'm going to do 1 more. Okay, back to our bands, wide row this time. Palms are facing down, shoulders settle down my back, and an alternating wide row, so my elbow's going to go out to the side. And it's as if my arms are gliding back and forth on a countertop. Exhaling to rotate, drawing my belly in. And then I'm just gently looking over towards my arm. 4 more. And just think about your shoulder blade gently pulling in towards your spine. Last one. And we'll let that band drop. And a little more hip mobility. Hands wherever's most comfortable. I'm going to pop that left heel up. Now I'm going to lift my leg and then do 5 circles outward. A little bit tougher. So of course, use a chair, countertop, desk for balance. And place that foot down, pop that other leg up, and lift and rotate. Abs draw in. All right, put that foot down. We're gonna do same thing, opposite direction. So lift that leg up and you're gonna take your knee down towards the floor, out to the side and back in. Easy breath. Standing leg is a little bit bent. You're drawing up through that quadricep. So think of your kneecap pulling up towards your hip. Place that foot down, other side. Lift up, and knee goes down, out and around. And we're going for 5, but it's really just as many as you can comfortably do. And it doesn't have to be too many. All right, awesome. Now have a seat in your chair. This is our last bit. We're gonna scooch right towards the edge of our chairs. And we're gonna take those arms, reach them right in front of us, palms facing down. So we're gonna do that rowing action again. Breath in, exhale, pull that elbow back, and other elbow back. And hopefully this feels nice and easy. I'm getting a little more rotation at my waist though. Belly draws in. 4 more. And again, it's as if my arm is gliding back and forth on the countertop. Last 2. And let's do a little bit of ab work. So we're going to bring our hands right in front of our chest. Lift up. Scoop that low belly. Hug the glutes and lean back. And then alternating leg lift. Exhale. Inhale. So we've done a little bit of purposeful movement in the hip flexor to try and get a little bit of mobility down there. Same idea, but now we're getting a little bit more ab work in. Exhale to lift. Last 3. And we'll come back up. And now we'll take those arms and we're going to stretch our arms out to the side. Nice big breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to rotate and pull that elbow back. Inhale, center, and then other side. As we rotate, belly draws in. Think about the crown of your head stretching up towards the sky, and your tailbone reaching down towards the floor. Last 4, and it's as if someone's behind you, and you're going to take your elbow right into their chest. And let your arms release. Pull shoulder roll. Arms are going to stretch forward one more time. Scoop that low belly, hug the glutes, tuck your tail. And then we're going to do that opposite arm to leg this time. So as your right arm lifts, your left leg is going to lift. So just a little bit bigger movement. And I'm using my Pilates breath. So exhaling through slightly pursed lips like I'm blowing through a straw. 4 more, and that's just going to help activate my abdominals a little bit more. 1 more time. And come back up. And now we just did all that great work to mobilize. Now we're ready to do a little bit of a stretch. So let your arms just release down to your side, look straight ahead, and gently take your ear to your shoulder. Opposite hand stretches towards the floor. And look back up and take it to the other side. And then we'll look up, look over your shoulder, drop your chin towards your shoulder, opposite hand reaches towards the ground. If you feel like you need a little more stretch, take your hand and just gently rest it on the back of your head. Don't pull too hard, just let it rest there. And release, look up, and then look over the other shoulder, drop your chin, take that hand up and over. Opposite hand reaching towards the floor. And release. All right, take one nice big breath in, hands to your heart.